Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at more memes. It's been a while since I did the last one and people seem to really enjoy it, so although it's not something that I want to do very often, I will do it every now and then because I know that people like seeing it. And I think that it's an easier thing to do and it's always kind of cheery and I like positivity. So we're going to do it every now and then. I hope you don't mind. If you do like it, say so in the comments below, and maybe I'll increase the frequency slightly. But without further ado, let's get started. First, we have a picture of a man eating garlic bread and looking very concerned. And it says, "Me eating garlic bread in sad silence because I missed International Asexuality Day." Yes, I actually kind of also missed International Asexual Day. I did contribute to a couple of things, but other than that, not really. Also, if you weren't aware, garlic bread is kind of similar to cake in the I'd rather have garlic bread than sex. And next we have one with the meme with cars where they're like, "This is brilliant," and it has sex. And then he says, "But I like this," and it's cuddles. And yes, I would agree. Cuddles are so much better than sex. You can just lay there and it's nice, where sex takes effort. And next we have the asexual bingo phrase, "You haven't met the right person yet," trying to invade in a conversation just about your sexuality. I mean, yes, it's difficult to get through a conversation about asexuality to people who don't know about it without one of the bingo phrases, or all of the bingo phrases, coming up. Next one is just a string of messages, someone asking whether they can come over and watch Netflix, and the ace replying, "No, sorry, I like garlic bread." Then they're saying, "Oh, I see you're an asexual, I'm sorry for misunderstanding," and then reply with, "Nah man, it's cool." Which is a very coded message. Like, if someone just said Netflix, and there was no chilling involved, then I would assume actual Netflix, as opposed to having sex and wasting electricity on the TV. And the same thing with garlic bread, like you have to know about the connection between asexuality and garlic bread to know that exists, so maybe it's a bit weird. And this one is someone saying, "Corporate needs you to find the differences between this picture and this picture," and Aloe's replying with, "They're the same picture," which is a common thing that's said towards asexuals. They'll just assume that people who identify as asexual are just straight and they want a special label. This is obviously not true. There are many different romantic orientations that you can have alongside asexuality, or you can be aromantic. There's just tons of things which aren't straight, and even if someone is hetero-romantic asexual, they aren't straight because they're still asexual, they're still queer. Do you do duck ratings? Of course! How much? $10, you can send me 2 pics or a video. And then this person sends a tip, and then a photo of a duck, as you would do if you were arranging to rate ducks, or have your ducks rated. OMH, which I'm assuming is supposed to be OMG, unless they're like, "Oh my Hestia," or something. It wasn't a typo. I think this person was expecting something a lot less wholesome than a duck. Then we have a very heated meme where a woman is saying, "You dastard, how could you do this to me? And with my sister, what were you thinking?" And then, presumably, her boyfriend or husband or general romantic or sexual partner says, "I'm so sorry, we got a little drunk, and one thing led to another, and then you accidentally watched an entire season without me." That could have gone a different way, but it didn't. And also, that is a betrayal of the highest order. If you're watching a TV show with someone, you don't just watch it without them. That would be evil. Me at Hooters. "Ma'am, please get your breasts out of my face. Where are the owls?" Why is it called Hooters? I don't want to know. I like owls. Owls are better. Can someone just open up an owl cafe or something instead? With just loads of owls and owl decorations and owl art and owl paintings. Owls are great. And finally, songs about drugs and or sex? No. songs about murder and the devil. Yes. And I put this one in because I realised that a lot of the music I listen to is more about murder and the devil than drugs and sex. Or at least it comes up more often in the music that I listen to. Anyway, I forgot about one. There's one more. This is the finally. It's just a short comic called Asexual Kitty. So it has an asexual kitty. And there's a bear talking to a rabbit, which seems like they're proportionally off. Saying, this person is so hot. Oh my god, I want to F them. And then the kitty's like, I don't see it. And then the bunny's like, who are you attracted to? Girls or boys? The 2 options, no more. That's not true, there are other options. And the kitty's like, neither, both. And then the bunny says, we just have sex, you know? Nothing serious, we just like sex. Which, to be fair, is quite representative of rabbits, because they do reproduce quite fast. And the kitty is sweating. I don't know if cats do sweat, actually. And he's got a load of question marks around his head. And then the kitty's watching TV, and someone's written sex all over the TV, which I'm assuming implies that sex is being shown on the TV. And the kitty looks away. And then the bear says, so you started dating? Did you guys have sex? And the kitty says, we cuddled and talked until 3 a.m. Which sounds really cute, but also would mess up your sleep schedule. And then this animal says, do you not love me? We've been dating for a while, but you really get horny. And kitty says, I'm sorry, I love you so much. And this is like, it's very cute. I like the art, but it's also quite indicative of the difficulties that aces face, in terms of people around them talking about sex and them feeling left out or alone or broken, or in particular being in a relationship and the other person misinterpreting your lack of sexual attraction as a negative and it reflecting on them, as opposed to just being something that's internal. So this animal was getting insulted that they didn't want to have sex with them, whereas in reality it's nothing to do about them, they just didn't feel sexual attraction. But anyway, that was the last of the memes and the things that I react to on the videos. So if you enjoyed this video, then please leave a like. I post videos every Saturday, so if you want to see more, then feel free to subscribe. That is all I had to say today. Have a wonderful day, and I shall see you next time. And this one is someone saying corporate needs to find you to difference between the 2 pictures. Says, and blah, 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 blah. Those were all the memes for today. I just wanted to do, oh no.